This video, man. Ready?
Okay, go.
That's Jim Bassett, owner of the brand new F800 GS, way up there. Jim, are you chewing gum to keep your ears from popping?
No.
Doing okay?
Oxygen isn't required yet at this altitude.
So tell me about this bike, Jim.
This bike, I think, is the culmination of 29 years of GS evolution, really. Because I own an R80 GS, which was the first GS. Had a 1200, and now this thing, another 800cc GS. Things have now gone full circle for the best GS performance that people are looking for. Me in particular.
So tell me some of the features of the bike. This is a 21-inch front tire on it?
21-inch front tire versus the 19-inch front tire on the 1200. More dirt-oriented. Telescopic forks instead of the telelever front suspension on the 1200 as well. Chain final drive instead of shaft final drive. No more integrated brake system like on the 1200. More easily switchable ABS now than on my old 05 1200. Parallel twin instead of the Boxer, which is a departure for me. This is my first non-Boxer BMW.
What's a parallel twin mean on this particular model?
A parallel twin means they are together. Twin cylinders pointing straight up together, as opposed to the opposed Boxer twin of the 1200.
Gotcha.
So, elementary, really.
Making it more slender, though.
Exactly. She has a good point.
Ah! There's the other person involved in this decision.
Yes.
Not really.
She just went along with it, fortunately. But that is a big off-road evolution, I think, for this bike. Significantly narrower in the standing up department, where you are a lot of the time off-road, as opposed to the slightly wider 1200, which can lead to more fatigue over long days of dual sport riding.
So Jim, do you do a lot of off-road and dual sport riding?
My goal is 50-50 on-road to off-road, and I think I've gotten pretty close to that. So yes, I try to do as much dirt as I can. It's too easy to get in trouble on the street. So.
What modifications do you plan on making to your bike?
My goal is simple, not to do anything that isn't absolutely necessary, and nothing that will be unwanted weight. So obviously I have hand guards are going to be the first thing to go on for protection and wind and weather protection. And then luggage, BMW Adventure luggage.
So you can use the BMW brand luggage?
Oh yeah.
What do you think of the BMW brand luggage?
I think they're cool. It'll be the first time I've used them. I had the Vario cases on my 1200, my standard GS, which were excellent. BMW has the best luggage that I've ever seen on a motorcycle. Geez, that you can carry around in the airport. I'd rather carry my BMW cases through the airport, honestly, than a suitcase, honestly. But those weren't as durable as the Adventure cases are going to be. Welded aluminum, two-wheeler mounting brackets, which in itself is another rear crash protection for the bike. So those are going to be a great upgrade for me and for this bike too, for what we're going to do. I've got some upgraded headlights. I don't know if it'll be absolutely necessary, but I paid good money for them for the last bike, so I can use them again on this, luckily. So that's good. I'm going to ultimately do some crash bars, I think, and some HID lighting, some auxiliary lighting on it, which, as I found out on my last bike, was one of the best upgrades you can do, is auxiliary lighting.
Do you do a lot of night riding?
Inevitably, yes. Yep, bad weather, nighttime. The farther you go away from home, the longer it's going to take you to get back. So,
Jim, I've got a question for you. We are in Colorado Springs, as a matter of fact. In fact, we're in Pikes Peak Motorsports in Colorado Springs. Colorado Springs' finest, Southern Colorado's finest BMW dealership.
Absolutely.
We get a fair amount of snow here, so I'm curious about the palm tree hanging in the background. Can you tell me what that palm tree is all about?
Well, apparently we've canceled winter this year, so As you can see in the background here, there are bikes. I mean, motorcycling, usually the domain of the summer rider. Colorado, why not cancel winter? Today was 60 degrees and some. Great day for a shirtless jog outside at lunch.
Let's mention it's January.
It's good. It is January 8th at 6:39 p.m. right now. So I meant to take a picture of that. So my friends on Facebook would actually believe it, that we do live in Colorado, and yes, it's kind of winter, but on the flip side, GS's, a little bit of snow.
No big deal, huh?
You know, don't be unsafe, but yeah, I've been caught in a little bit of snow and 4 inches of powder on it. As long as there's a dirt surface underneath, you're okay with knobby tires and such. But like I said, it's gonna have to get really bad to make me turn around, I think, especially on this finding unit.
Well, Jim, you gonna ride this brand new bike home tonight?
I'm gonna take her home and take a little spin around town. I think, clear my head, get some fresh air, and see how she feels.
Well, Jim, congratulations on the purchase of your new bike. Ride safe,
Thanks to
buddy.
you too, Kirk.
Yeah. Hey, Jim, by the way, what do you do for a living?
I work in a motorcycle shop. A little one called Pikes Peak Motorsports,
Hey.
County, assistant service manager. That's what I do with most of my time. And the other time I ride mountain bikes, road bikes, and BMW GS's.
So if somebody else is contemplating buying a new GS, or they think they want to get into the enduro or dual sport type motorcycle, you could be a good resource down there at Pikes
Oh,
Peak
God,
Motorsports
yeah, I'd be a
to
great
advise them
resource.
on their purchase.
Unless you just want to come by really quick, I could talk your ear off, and it's an easy sell. So, but I could tell you more than my share of good stories and why you need this bike. So,
Well, cool.
definitely,
Well, Jim, congratulations. Ride safe, and we'll see you on the road.
always.
Take care.